Oh, I need to get to the thing first. Okay, so the first step that we're supposed to do is we're supposed to meet in our groups, and we're the local 190 group, and we're supposed to agree on a wage that we want, and then after we're done, we'll meet with them and then kind of have a discussion about what the wage should be.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So I was looking at the second, I guess, article, and just a sec. There we go. So in 1983, there was a recession that kind of hit everybody, and one of the competitive market or their competitive industry cut their wages 40%. And Baxter kind of wants to go down with them just to stay competitive. But also, the other industries have only cut their wages 40% because they had to file for bankruptcy to be able to make up for that money also. So what do you guys think about just cutting it down to 40%? Cutting it down 40%.
I don't think we should.
Okay.
I think the 2 points on our side are that Baxter is still profiting. Out of all the information that we have, it says that Baxter is still profiting. In a market where everybody else isn't, they are. And so the way I see this is just capitalism at its best, where Baxter is just trying to get more money because they can, because they're using the Me Too clause right now as saying this is justification for why we can cut your wages.
To make more profit.
To make more profit, even though they're already profiting. They're not, from our numbers, from the information we have, they're not suffering. Yeah.
Okay, it also says Baxter has already decided with the Me Too clause to go down to $9 per hour. Mm-hmm. So does our wage want to be between $9 and $10.69 per hour?
I think we should go in trying to fight for not reducing the wage at all.
Okay. Okay, there was the...
And that's just based on the fact that I didn't read their information. So clearly that's what they're going to expect, is that we are not going to want to lower the wage at all. So they're going to come back at us with something, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
So we're going to have to, I guess, kind of like plan our angles. The first one is, okay, we're going to go in with, guns fully loaded. We're not backing down. And then what are we willing to compromise here? But our 2 points are that Baxter's still profiting. We still have the numbers for that, so we can push that as hard as we want. But then the second thing is, the second biggest point I saw in the reading is that what is the percentage again? I'm trying to look it up here of Deloitte that works for Baxter. So Baxter's probably going to say, well, fine, we'll just fire all of you and we'll hire new workers. And then we're going to have to come back with, well, that's going to be kind of hard when like this percentage of your company is all us in Deloitte.
Yeah.
Right?
Did you guys read the third one? It was just like one separate. I don't know if we were supposed to read that
I
before
thought we were supposed to read that afterwards. I thought we were supposed to like talk about this and then try to, let's see, it says, while in your teams, read the initial reading and plan your negotiation strategy. Don't peek at the other material.
Okay.
Then prepare your discussion leader for interactions with the other team. Reading should take about 20 minutes. Planning should take about 10. So we were supposed to read it before, but then read it again together. And then the two discussion leaders meet, begin the negotiations, and negotiate a final wage. and we're supposed to hang out while you guys negotiate. And then it says the discussion leaders rejoin their teams and we read and discuss that third article from Harvard Business Review.
Ugh.
And then you guys meet again and negotiate the final wage. So clearly in that third article, there's something interesting, right?
Interesting, yeah. Yeah, there's just a couple things to argue about more.
So go ahead.
I'm just trying to think what else we can talk about.
So Baxter's still profiting. The whole, the whole platform from our side is this: we don't want to lose any money. We don't deserve to lose any money. We've been with you forever. We made this company into what it is, et cetera, et cetera. So I guess that's what they're wanting us to fight for in this initial meeting, right?
Yeah. Another good point also is that the 20% higher production levels in the new plant, but that's kind of a big percentage too. Like they're not losing anything.
Right.
So.
Well, and again, it says in there that the reason why that 20% increase in the profits is because of us. It says even though it's technologically advanced, all the workers are like working as hard as they can to learn and to make this profitable.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think, I don't know, it's just going to be hard kind of negotiating. Because I was just going to think we just all kind of group chat and try to negotiate instead of just two people.
I think it's just you two. We're supposed to prepare you for the arguments to take over to them and negotiate.
Okay.
So I would say take the points of Baxter is still profiting. Did you guys read the appendix to see exactly the net sales?
I tried.
I know it's kind of, I know I'm doing that too. Let's just look up that percentage. So you have,
so the percentage of sales in 1982 and 1983 are the same.
Right, so they have not decreased. So our biggest points right now are Baxter is still profiting. So they're not losing money. There's not a reason to decrease our wages right now because they're not suffering. The second point would be that we make up, the city makes up whatever percentage of the company's workers. Wasn't it like 70 and 30, like 70% of Baxter was Deloitte employees?
Yeah, but it was only towards a certain group, wasn't it? Are they trying to call us, or?
Yeah, I think so. But he's just calling us. It's not an invite to an actual hangout. And I think it's supposed to be recorded.
Yeah. Okay, and then what was the city makes up for?
70% of Baxter employees are Deloitte. Are from Deloitte. So if they were to try to argue, well, we'll just fire all of you and hire new employees, which is what other companies have been doing.
Yes.
Then we would say, well, how long is that going to take you? You're
out of the 2,000 employees.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's the other thing. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are involved in unions at all or not, but my husband is. He's a police officer, so he's a part of a union. So I asked him, I read him the whole thing, and he made this good point, because I was talking to him about, well, we agreed that we would not strike for 3 years after the new plant was opened, right? So it was
Yeah.
open in 1982. So we technically could not strike until 1985. But then he made the point that if management is calling a new negotiation before our contract is up, which our contract should be up in 1985, this 7-year contract, right?
Yeah.
If they've called the negotiation, then that throws the contract out the window. This is the new negotiation for the new contract. So technically, we could strike right now. So if we really are renegotiating at this time, I don't know like the exact legalities of that. But anyway, the truth is, if they were to tell us that they're going to fire us all and hire new employees, I think that's kind of a bluff move, because who's going to work for them then? In the the transition period, it's just not. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Doesn't seem feasible to me. So I think the fact that the company is still in Deloitte, and we have all 70% of the company is Deloitte employees. I think that's on our side.
Yeah. Just because there's so much. Okay, well, let's meet with them
Okay.
and try to figure this out.